In today's video, I will tell you everything you need to know about a drone I recently purchased, which is this one, guys, DJI Air 2S. So this is the actual drone out of the box. When you take this drone out first time, there would be stickers all over it. You're gonna have to peel all the stickers out. I have already done it. And then there's a cover on the camera here. You need to take this cover out before you start flying this drone. And to take this cover off, you need to press it from here, and then this is the way you release it. And if you want to put this cover back onto the drone, so the way you're gonna put this cover back, that first this part you're gonna push it inside, and then this top part you're gonna press it like this. Alright, so once the cover is out, now you're going to open this drone, and to open it there are two front arms and two back arms. So first, the front arm, you're gonna pull it forward like this, and the back arms you're gonna pull it backwards like this. Okay, and now you're gonna have to attach the propellers, which is already attached right now, but I'm gonna show you how you're gonna attach those propellers. So there are two different types of propellers on this drone. The one propeller is without color, and the other one is got an orange ring on it. And the reason for these two different types of propellers is to make this drone fly. And both of them are different shapes. So how to attach these different types of propellers on this drone, I'll show you now. So to know which propeller goes on which side, you just got to look at the motor itself. This motor is got an orange color on it. The propeller with the orange ring on it goes onto this orange color motor. The propeller which has got no color on it goes onto the motor which has got no color on it. And how to attach this propeller onto this motor? The one with the orange ring goes onto the motor which got the orange color on it. And how you gonna do it? So you're gonna push this inside like this, and then do it like this, so it's locked. Same thing goes with this one. So this is the propeller, and you push this into this hole as you can see in the video, and then do it like this, and it's locked. So now for the battery compartment, it's at the back, and all you need to do is you gotta press these release button and pull this out. If you wanna put this battery back in, you just drop it in like this and then press, and when you hear the click sound, it's mean the battery is inside locked. Alright, now I tell you some other features about this drone. So as you can see, this is the camera, and above this camera there are two sensors. One is facing upwards and the other one is facing forward. Alright, so if you look at the back side of this drone, there are two sensors here, and these sensors are called obstacle avoiding sensors. Now if you move the drone towards this side, here is a port here where you put your micro SD card to save all your videos, drone videos and footages. And I've got a 120 GB SD card in it. This is enough for you to save the footage for the whole day you are capturing the videos. Alright, so now at the bottom of this drone, you will see two more sensors here, and they are also obstacle avoiding sensors. And in between these two sensors, there's a light here, which is a landing light. So if you are flying this drone in the dark and you want to land, this landing light will turn on. Now, the other feature about this drone is that you can add a ND filter on this drone. So right now it's got a clear ND filter on it. All you need to do to take this ND filter off, that you move this ND filter counterclockwise like this, and then take this off. Alright, and then add another ND filter, you might have it with your drone, onto this one. So to put this back in, all you gotta do is push slightly into this hole, offset, and then move it clockwise to make it lock. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to talk about in detail is controller. So as you can see on the screen, this is the standard controller which comes with this drone. And on this controller, these are the two thumbs joystick. You can unscrew it like this if you are not using it, and put it here. There are the two cut-ups at the bottom of this controller, and you can put it here like this. And if you want to use it back, you can take it out and screw it here like this. To set up the controller, you gotta pull this top part out, and this is the antenna for this controller, and your phone goes right into the middle of this slot, and there are some grooves in here which will perfectly fit your phone inside this slot. There is a cable, which the left side of this cable you need to pull it out, and you need to plug this in to your phone. So you gotta attach your phone like this, and this cable goes in here like this, as you can see it on the screen. And now you gotta turn this controller on. So to turn this on, you press this power button once, and then second time hold it for a few seconds, and this will turn this controller on. And to connect this controller to this drone, you got to press this power button on this drone once, and then second time for a few seconds, and this will connect this controller to this drone. And you can see the lights are on, and I want to see if the camera is on or not. And as you can see, I can be able to see the video through the camera of this drone on this cell phone screen. I'm moving the drone around, and you can see the footage on this cell phone app of this drone. The second thing, now we got to learn to use these buttons on this controller to fly this drone. So let's go into this. Alright, so right now it is asking me for the update of the firmware. So I have already clicked on the update button, and now it's 40%, 44% updated. So your drone need to be turned on, and this controller also, to get this app updated. And if you will try to fly this drone without the application being updated, you won't be able to fly it. It won't let you fly. Alright, so the firmware is updated, and now I will go through all the buttons on this controller first, and then the next I will go on to the app on this phone, that how to use that app. Alright, now let's go on to the buttons on this controller. So here, if you see very closely, here if you see, there are three buttons: sports mode, normal mode, and cine mode. Sports mode is a fast mode. The drone fly really faster. The sensors on drone stop working when you fly on a sports mode. Sports mode I would normally use when I want to fly this drone to a spot from where I want to start shooting, and then I will start using another mode which is called cine mode. Cine mode is the mode I will be using most of the time for this drone to shoot my videos, because this is got a very subtle movement, and it's one of the best mode. Normal mode is just a normal mode. So these are the three buttons: sports mode, normal mode, and cine mode. The other button on this controller is function mode. On function, you can be able to change different settings through this function mode, and when I will be going on to the app of this phone, I will be discussing more about this function mode. The other button here on the left is camera swap button. So you can be able to swap it with a photo mode, camera mode, or a video mode. So alright, now at the bottom of this controller, you will see a wheel here. It is called a jog wheel, and with this jog wheel you can be able to tilt the camera on the drone up and down. And here on your right there is a button. If you are on a video mode, by pressing this button you can start the video, and then if you press it again you can stop the video. And then if you are on a camera mode, you can be able to take photos by pressing this button. So this is it for this controller. These are all the buttons on this controller. Now we go on to the app on this cell phone, that what are the functions on this app which can help you get the best footage from this drone. Alright, so let's look at the app of this drone on this cell phone, which is connected to the controller. So here, the first thing, this is the home screen of this app. And right on the top middle section, fly sports, this option is to view or share nearby suitable flight and shooting locations. And after that, this one, enter academy. This is not completely written as academy, but this is academy, and if you click on this, you will go through the product tutorial, flight tips, flight safety, and manual documents can be viewed here on this screen. So if you will click learn more, there will be more information about this drone. So this is what it's for. Now album. If you will press this on the top lower left section, you would be able to see the photos, videos you have saved onto the micro SD card on this drone. Now the next one is Sky Pixel. If you will enter Sky Pixel, this is the social media page where you can be able to view your all those recordings you have done and photos. So this is a social media website for this drone. Now profile. If you click onto this profile, you would be able to see your account, flight record, DJI forums, online stores, and find my drone features and other settings. To look at the camera of this drone on this app, you gotta press this go fly thing, and then you would be able to see the camera on your app. And as you can see on the screen, that the camera is focusing my mic and it's showing on this app right now. Okay, so on the top left corner you see the C mode, so it means it's on cine mode right now, and you can be able to change it by choosing this option. If you see here, cine mode, normal mode, and sports mode. On the top right section there is the battery mode. It's showing the battery is now 96%, so it displays the current battery level and remaining flight time. If you press this, it will show you three options: time until return to home, how much time is left until return to home, how much time left until forced landing, and how much time left until battery is completely depleted. Now you can click anywhere on the screen to go back to normal screen. And then this bar displays, it's a RC signal, displays the video downlink strength between the aircraft and remote controller. And now this one, normal vision sensor. So this indicates the status of the forward and backward vision system, and the right side of the icon indicates the status of the upward and downward vision. Now this one here, this is got a 8 on it, so display the current GNSS signal strength. You can tap it to check. There are 8 satellites working right now, so moderately weak, saying that the satellite system is not really very strong. If it is strong, it will show 19 satellites on the system. So if you will click on these 3 dots, there are different settings you can do for this drone, and I will be reading the most important one for you right now. So here there are options: bypass, brake, and off. Let's click on this. Bypass: when enabled and controlled aircraft via control stick, aircraft automatically bypass and detected obstacle or hover. Brake: when enabled and controlling aircraft via control stick, aircraft automatically hovers when obstacles are detected. Off: so all the sensors are off when you press this option. If I want to fly this plane inside the house, I will choose this option, flight protection. Here you can change the maximum altitude of the drone, maximum distance, how far you want to fly this drone, and then auto RTH altitude. So auto return to home altitude, you can choose the height you want to use to return to home for your drone. If there are trees around that area where you're flying, make sure you select the higher altitude than trees so you can be safely return your drone to the home point. Now go on to the control. Okay, when you choose this option, it's deselect right now. When enabled, aircraft automatically scan and display subject in the camera view, only available for single shot photos and normal video recording. This option is only available for camera to take the photo through this drone, not for the video. Now gimbal mode, follow mode, and FP mode. Follow mode, the gimbal remains fixed horizontally when the aircraft is moving. So that's the follow mode. And if you select this FPV mode, the gimbal follows the movement of the aircraft. So I will choose this option, follow mode. Allow upward gimbal rotation. So if you choose this option, it will allow the gimbal to rotate upwards and downwards. Alright, now go on to the camera. Here you can choose different settings of the camera. The color mode is in normal mode right now. format is MP4, which is the best setting for the camera, and you can choose video subtitles and then all these different options here. Right here it's showing SD card is basically, this is the total size of this SD card is 118.9 GB, and 7.1 GB is available internal storage. So 7.1 GB is the internal storage of the drone, and this is the space for the SD card. Now go on to transmission. So you can choose different option. Right now it's in HD mode, and frequency is dual band, which is the best setting for this drone, and channel mode is auto. Now you go on to the about section. Here it tells you about the drone, that the model is DJI Air 2S, aircraft firmware, RC firmware, all these different information about this drone. So to go back to the normal screen, just click here and you are onto the normal screen. Alright, so before I start to fly this drone, I want to share some more information with you about this drone. If you go onto the internet and in google.com you type DJI Air 2S, just drag down this a little bit and there's a website called www.dji.com. You click on this and here you click on downloads, and then here there is a user manual, DJI Air 2S user manual version 1.2, and then you click on PDF, and then here is, this is a user manual. I'll go to the top of this page. Yeah, on this user manual you will find all the information you need to know about this drone. Alright, so we are now ready to fly our drone for the first time, but before you start to fly this drone, you got to check few things. First thing you got to check is the battery. You have enough battery on your drone. The second thing you got to check your SD card, that you have all the space to record the video on your drone. And the third thing, that your drone is fully updated. So just in case if it's not updated and you start flying this drone, you have to stop the video and return that drone to the home point. Fourth thing you got to check, drone and the controller and mobile phone is all connected. So these are the four things you must need to make sure that it's all done, and then after that you are ready to fly your drone. Alright guys, so now I'm going to turn on the drone. So first you gotta press this button, as I've spoken to you before, that press one time and the second time for a few seconds, and this is on. Now you gotta turn this on first time and then second time for a few seconds, and this will turn this on. And now I have to just open the app, which is DJI app. Alright, so now this controller is connected with this drone, and I have to now press this go fly option to see the camera, and as you can see the camera is focusing that side. Now I am going to fly it. So to fly this drone for the very first time, all you gotta do is you gotta pull this thumbstick all the way down. Okay, make sure it's on a steady mode. This one is for taking the drone up. If you will push this up, it will go up, and if you will push this down, it will go down. And this one is for the drone to move right and left and forward and backward. So slowly now I'm going to slide it. Okay, now as you can see it's going backward. And now I have to start recording as well by pressing this record button here. So now it's recording the video, right? And now I have to just make sure, because I'm flying it for the very first time, and as you can see I'm on the screen and my daughter Zainab. So I'm gonna fly this up that way, and I'm gonna fly a little bit up. And then I'm gonna fly more backward. So this is backward flying. Okay. And now I want to move right or left? No, left. Okay, so I have to make sure that I don't hit anything. So let's go back. Okay, now it's going backwards. Okay, now as you can see, this is moving. So turning it right or left, it's moving the drone in circle. So I want to make sure that I'm in front of the drone camera. Alright, so now I move this towards right. Okay. Backwards like this, and make sure it's a little bit in the middle. And now I'm going to move this backwards. So the signal is not very strong, that's why it's going backwards. So I think I'm flying for the very first time, so I'm going to land it onto the floor before I hit anything. Alright. Okay. So this is it, guys. Alright, so the ideal place for this drone to fly for the very first time should be the outdoor area where there's no obstacle around. If you want to test this inside house, you got to be really careful flying this drone inside the house, and make sure that your house is big enough and there's no obstacle around when you are testing this drone inside your house. I really enjoyed a little bit of drone flight. For the very first time, I didn't want it to keep going because I was a little bit concerned that I might hit the wall with the drone and it will obviously damage it big time, because this was my first flight and I was a little bit scared. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found all this information I have given it to you really helpful. Make sure to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell down below for all the latest upcoming videos, and I will see you in the next video. Until then, goodbye.